Welcome to After Dark Stories, where the shadows whisper and the unknown awaits. Tonight we delve into 5 spine-chilling tales that have haunted minds and stirred fears across generations.
Let's get started.
Grandma's mirror. Clara inherited an antique Victorian mirror from her great aunt. Delicate, ornate, and supposedly priceless. She hung it in the upstairs hallway and thought nothing of it, till she noticed something strange. Her reflection moved slower than her. At first it was just a blink, a delayed turn of the head. But within a few days, it started smiling when she wasn't. She covered it with a cloth. The next morning, the cloth was on the floor. Finally, she smashed the mirror in a panic, glass flying everywhere. But instead of shards, something stepped out of the frame, something that looked just like her. But the smile was too wide, the eyes completely black. Clara screamed, but no one heard, because now she was the one trapped in the glass, and the other Clara was living her life. The silent phone. When Mark moved into the old farmhouse, he found an ancient rotary phone nailed to the wall. It wasn't plugged in, and yet every night at 1:11 a.m., it rang. He'd answer and hear nothing but breathing. One night, the call lasted longer than before. Faint voice whispered, "Downstairs, now." He followed the sound to a hidden basement door behind a bookshelf. Inside, the walls were lined with hundreds of Polaroids. All of him, holding the phone, wearing different clothes, different rooms he hadn't been in. Yet, in the last photo, he wasn't holding the phone. He was hanging next to it. The phone rang again. But this time, late at night, Jenna used her old radio scanner to pick up odd frequencies. She found a station at 103.1, just static. But then, it said her name.
Jenna.
Faint. Repeated. She froze.
Jenna.
The voice started to sound like her own. She traced the signal to a crumbling farmhouse on the edge of town. Inside was a single room with an old radio. It was playing her own voice in a loop. "Don't trust the walls. Don't trust the walls." The wallpaper in the room was peeling. She pulled it back. Behind it were dozens of small, round holes, each perfectly ear-shaped. The walls weren't just echoing her, they were listening. As she turned to run, the radio cut to static and whispered one last thing.
I can hear you.
The locket's curse. Sarah received a beautiful antique locket from her grandmother's estate. Inside were initials carved in gold, and a tiny black and white portrait of a man she didn't recognize. That night, she dreamt of the man watching her from the foot of her bed. The next night, she heard whispering from the jewelry box. "We're me," it said. She refused. The locket snapped open by itself. Inside, the man's eyes were bleeding. Frantic Sarah searched the initials online. The man was a known murderer, hung in 1894. His last words were, "I'll live again." That morning, her bed was soaked in blood. Her hands were stained, but there were no wounds. The locket gone. The news reported a local woman had gone missing, last seen around Sarah's home, and the suspect, a man matching the portrait from her locket. Lisa hosted a cozy dinner party during a power outage. 6 guests, candles, laughter, wine. Then the lights flickered, and one guest was gone. Everyone thought it was a prank, until the lights flickered, and another disappeared, and another. Each time the lights dimmed, someone vanished, mid-sentence, mid-laugh. Lisa panicked and ran through the house. No sign of anyone, no sound, just the dining table. It's set perfectly, all chairs empty. She turned toward the hallway mirror and saw them. All 6 guests, standing behind her, staring, but when she turned around, no one was there. One chair at the table creaked, slowly pulled out. Lisa didn't move, and she noticed something in the reflection. A 7th chair, and something crawling into it.
If you enjoyed this journey into darkness, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, keep your lights on and your eyes open.